Hi everybody, CW here. Today I want to talk about the concept of the witch's familiar. I was online the other day on one of the forums and there was a hell of a bust up because the one woman said her pet is a familiar and 20 others lambasted her and said that's not what a familiar is. So I want to shed some light on this whole concept of what is a witch's familiar. Now, there is actually three different types of witches' familiars. And the first type is very much the pet that is very much attached to the witch. What makes this pet different to other pets is that it is a more spiritual type of animal. It is attracted to the workings when the witch does their workings. This animal is always around, and yes, there is a bond, and it is a long-term bond that the witch has now formed with this animal. Yes, that is very much a witch's familiar. There is also the second type of familiar, which is the spirit familiar. Now, this is what the other practitioners were saying. This is actually what a familiar is. It's just a different form. This is a guardian spirit in the form of an animal that attaches themselves to this witch and helps and guides them, kind of like a guardian spirit, but also it is a long-term relationship that is formed. The third type of familiar is a created familiar. Now, a created familiar in the Eastern culture, they call them tulpas, the Western culture, egregors. But it's not your standard egregor, which is a short-term creation to perform a goal and then to be disbanded or such. This is also, it is a created familiar with the idea of a long-term relationship. Now, this type of familiar does not necessarily have to be an animal. Some of them could be like imps. It all depends on what the witch puts into the creation of this familiar. But that is also very much a witch's familiar. So to recap, there are three types of familiars. There is the physical familiar, there is the spiritual familiar, as well as the created familiar. And they can all three exist at the same time and serve the witch as such. That's my thoughts on the matter. Wrap your head around that, and cheers for now.